Ladies and gentlemen, please give standing the Mayor, Mrs. Ned Jones and Sid Party. Ladies and gentlemen, be pleased to receive the Mayor and Mayoral Party.
Well, for the very last time, please sit down. Distinguished guests, visitors and members of council, may I welcome you all here today and ask you to remain standing now whilst the Right Reverend Tony Robinson, Bishop of Wakefield, leads the council in prayer.
Heavenly Father, we gather together today for this first full council of the new year to give thanks for the year that David and Annette have served as Mayor and Mayoress of Wakefield. We pray for Josie as she takes over for the coming year. We give thanks for those who have been elected in the recent local elections. And we pray for the work of Wakefield Council in the coming year, for all the decisions that have to be made that affect the lives of the people in our district. As we meet together today, we think about those who are less fortunate than ourselves and those who are struggling with many situations in our world which cry out to us. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please be seated. "52 weeks ago, which seemed like last fall, the vast majority of this council chamber voted in favour of Annette and I to assume the role of Mayor and Mayoress. From that day, our sole aim was to ensure that we deserve that honour. I want to thank everyone who both publicly and privately supported and encouraged us this year. It's true to say that whilst we knew there would be certain fixed events in our diary, embarking on the events as they unfolded, we have had a truly historical year. A year that without doubt has seen the best in the residents of our district responding, and indeed the council and its officers, in addition to our councillors. Once we have recovered from our year in office, I know Annette and I will look back with pride on the year that we've had. We visited every ward this year. We have seen community groups, volunteer organisations, social clubs, drama schools, music groups, schools of all ages, uniformed organisations, churches and charities. And I certainly won't forget, after an assembly and the tour of the school entering a Year 5 class and asking which was to be the very last question of what had been many that morning, "As Mayor, how are you going to change our lives in this district?" All I can say is I was glad I've been a teacher for 37 years to have the skills to get out of that one pretty quickly. We have visited other parts of West Yorkshire and South Yorkshire, meeting the renowned chain gang of 22-23, making new friends and sharing all sorts of experiences and knowledge. We've met so many people of all ages who have devoted their spare hours to do so many good causes, be it learning new skills, helping those less fortunate, vulnerable people, the homeless, children in care, care leavers, as well as those with terminal conditions. We visited the two hospices numerous times, CAP, food banks, street kitchens, singing groups and fundraising organisations. But all these different groups have one aim. They all want to improve the quality of life and indeed life chances of all our citizens. However, there's been one recurring theme this year, and that has come out of our visits, and that is the need for more volunteers to come forward. Many groups are now struggling post-COVID, and there is a need now for a district-wide campaign to encourage more volunteers. This year has been truly historic. Events that will live long in our memories, such as lighting the Jubilee beacon at Pontefract Castle, the awarding of the Freedom of the City to Lord St Oswald, travelling around the district signing books of condolence after the passing of Queen Elizabeth, and talking to so many people about their feelings. The reading of the Royal Proclamation was a very moving event, along with all the other official engagements that each year are an annual part of the Mayor's calendar. But like Tracy, last year I want to reserve a comment about the citizenship ceremony. They are truly a joyous event for all involved, and for the Mayor, a privilege and honour to be part of. When you've sat in the chamber as a councillor, you get a certain perception of the role of the Mayor. But like so many things in life, you only see the tip of the iceberg. Behind these chains and this suit, there are so many other powerful factors coming into play that make this role such a pleasure to have. Annette and I would like to sincerely thank Nina and Dave for ensuring that we got everywhere we had to, on time, and preparing us for all the protocols that the roles required us to follow. The Mayor's team is highly professional and very much appreciated by us. Since I became councillor, Denise, the leader of the council, has always been there encouraging me, and more recently Annette, in our different duties and roles. 8 years ago, she completely ignored my comment that I only wanted to be a backbencher, and gave me the opportunities that I would be forever grateful for across a broad range of areas, and yes, I'm glad she did. Thank you, Denise, for everything. In preparing to chair council meetings and join them, I very much value the skillful and knowledgeable advice from Gillian and Andrew Taylor to ensure meetings have flowed as far as possible, kept most of you content. That's my view anyway. But nevertheless, I thank my council colleagues for tolerance and good behaviour, which I hope will continue into the chairing of my successor. Can I thank my colleagues from the 2 Pontefract wards for their teamwork and camaraderie. We've shared in making Pontefract the great area it is, and I very much appreciate that friendship and support over these last 8 years. I would also like to thank both the Bishop of Leeds and Wakefield for their wisdom and comments during the year, as well as the cathedral staff and the Dean for allowing me the opportunity to speak on so many occasions this year. I reserve particular thanks to Ed Anderson, the Lord Lieutenant, whose calm advice, guidance and encouragement at different times has meant so much to me, as well as the Deputy Lieutenants we've worked with at events. It's all been much appreciated. I know Annette will echo my comments about the many lovely occasions that she and I have shared with the former High Sheriff, Susan Baker, sometimes at events, sometimes separately, and who has become a good friend to us. Annette's paternal grandfather, John Baker, was a long-standing and serving Wakefield City Councillor many years ago, and I'm sure you'll be as proud as I am seeing the role of Annette has played this year. I can't avoid referring to the Dementia Hat. This was a project we did not see coming. It arose after an event at Wakefield Rotary with Annette and the member Paul Wainwright getting together and distributing these wonderful robotic hats across Wakefield and the deep parts of West Yorkshire. There is no doubt I could not have fulfilled my duties without their great and sometimes critical support. And I also thank my friends Andy and John, who took on the role of consorts. I know that both felt it was a great honour. I've frequently said this year has been fantastic, and it's been a great honour and privilege to fulfil the role. We take away many memories, as well as 4 box files and a few thousand photographs of those events. I know Josie and Mel will continue the tradition of being outstanding in the role and will be great ambassadors for Wakefield District. On Coronation Sunday, I was asked to give a reading at St Giles Pontefract from Luke chapter 22, verses 24 to 30. In summary, this reading says, "It is greater to serve than being sat at the table and being served." I hope this year Annette and I have served both the council and people well. So I bid farewell, both for my role as councillor and now as mayor. I have been been fortunate to have had 2 great careers. I've thoroughly enjoyed them, and I cannot ask for more than that. Finally, in the process of researching material for school assemblies, I discovered that in years gone by, a mayor was weighed at the beginning and at the end of the year. They had put on weight, they were deemed a success. You'll be pleased to know. Well, we'll leave you guessing. Thank you all very much. Agenda item 2. To elect the mayor for the ensuing municipal year for which the proposer is Councillor Hepworth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the last time. I first met Josie when she was elected onto Normanton Town Council, but my first impressions were of someone quiet and shy. I quickly learned how very wrong I was. Instead, there was a strong-willed woman who was determined to get the best for the community she had come to represent and was not afraid of a challenge. This was later confirmed a few years on when she became mine and Jackie's ward colleague, when personal circumstances truly showed the determination she has. In a situation where most people would understandably crumble, Josie showed strength and determination to be there for the residents of our ward and that had put their faith in her. But she continues to do so, and I'm certain she will for the and demands of her chosen charity. I know she will make an excellent mayor and our representative for Wakefield across the wider community, as she already does an excellent job in representing our ward. So I am proud to propose that Councillor Joseph Pritchard is hereby elected Mayor of the City of Wakefield Metropolitan District for the ensuing municipal year and until the acceptance of office by his successor.
Is that seconded?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm truly honoured to second Josie's nomination to be Mayor of Wakefield District. Mayor, Josie, you are what sums up to me is what a community council is all about. You're not somebody who was in the party, who was active in your community before the party. Championing young people, families, making life better for them, working with Beth Cooper to change legislation and law. And I think by doing that, you want to become more involved. I think the first time I ever met him was after a Labour Party meeting in Castleford. And it was having a drink, he sat down and he looked at me and said, "So what do you councillors do then actually?" So I tried to explain the best I could. Whatever I only worked because within a couple of years he was in his chamber, he was on Labour Party final candidates, he was elected, and you do a fantastic job. I do believe the fun that you are, the fun that you bring to all occasions, will stand you right in the next 12 months as mayor, with your no-nonsense approach. You will not have any messing about this council chamber. I think, to quote a phrase from a former life of mine, my favourite, it's a case of old type riders. Here we go, and I'm sure we're looking forward to the mayor of this, and I'm so proud to second you. I second the nomination.
Right, are there any other nominations? All in favour? Please show. I think that.
I, Joseph Pritchard, having been elected to the office of Mayor of the City of Wakefield Metropolitan District Council, hereby declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. ladies and gentlemen, can I firstly express my gratitude to all members of Council for electing me to the position of Mayor of the City of Wakefield Metropolitan District. While representing our district, I promise to do my utmost to live up to the very high standards expected of the position of Mayor. I will endeavour to promote the imaged importance of our district and will strive to maintain the Council's objectives and promote the democratic society in which we all live. Having watched the diplomatic ways in which my predecessors performed their civic duties, I promise that I will make every effort to be an excellent ambassador for the district and the Council. David, as your term of office as Mayor now ends, may I take the opportunity to thank you for your support and wish yourself, Annette, and the rest of your family good health and happiness for the future. And after 8 years as a council for the district, you deserve it. I shall also endeavour to be tolerant and fair to all in the way that I chair and conduct our council meetings. I shall try not to lose my patience during our meetings and keep a helpful, good sense of humour. I understand that the leader of the council, Councillor Mrs. Denise Sheffield, would now like to say a few words.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to say first to David. David, you've been an amazing mayor. I know we always say this every year that the weather the mayor has been outstanding, but you have been particularly outstanding. Not only have you been the mayor, gone across the district, raising the profile of this council across many areas, and I know particularly from the feedback that we get from businesses, from schools, how much they value your visit, and Annette, how you pioneered different things with the cats, which I love the cats, and I love what you've done, and you've worked side by side with David, representing the council in a fantastic way. I know we all want to join public life to make a difference. Some of us do, and some of us don't in the end. But you, David, have made that difference. You've been a marvellous mayor, but not only that, working alongside, when I asked you to be mayor, you said I will only be mayor if I can carry on with my role in scrutiny, because we have so much still to do. And so you did that. And it wasn't an easy thing to do, balancing being the mayor and dealing with the scrutiny issue. And along with you and Margaret and our officers, you brought this council to where it is for children's services. So what I say to you, David, is you've had 8 years as a local councillor, you've been brilliant at that, but you've made a difference to this council, and not many people can say that they've done that. And Josie and Madam Mayor, we're thrilled that you're going to be the mayor. I know you to be a strong woman, and you are fun, as Matthew said, and we're looking forward to some fun times as well. But I know you're not to be underestimated. And I know sometimes in this council chamber, it's not easy. We all have different opinions, we all want to have our say, and we need to control it. And I know that you will be able to do that. So I wish you all the very best. It's going to be outstanding. I know David's been a hard act to follow, but I know you will raise the profile even further. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Guests and colleagues, on behalf of the Conservative Group today, I would like to extend my most sincere thanks to David and Annette. You have truly represented us in this city last year, and you worked so hard. You were always willing to engage with the public and also mix with the community and represent our city whenever you have time. And as a history teacher, I'm sure that you will be the one to go down the history of this district to be one of the finest mayors we've ever had. And for Josie, I know that you will be great, and I'm hoping that this year you and Mayor will represent our district, our city, our residents with the best of your knowledge and your endeavor, and also truly represent them and serve them. Thank you.
I Item 3 on the agenda is to appoint the Deputy Mayor for the ensuing municipal year, for which the proposer is Councillor.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm very proud to be proposing Darren as Deputy Mayor. Darren will bring so much to the role, and I know that you're going to make a difference across the district as well. You are taking on other roles within the council, and it's always a balancing act. But we wish you and your council all the very best for this coming year. I know you will support Josie, and then we look forward to your year next year. And I'll have a lot more to say about you next year. So, can I propose that Darren Bishop be, and is hereby elected Deputy Mayor of the City of Wakefield Metropolitan District Council for the ensuing municipal year and until the acceptance of office by his successor. Thank you.
Is that seconded?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, I'm pleased and proud to second the nomination of my dear friend and colleague, Councillor Darren Myford. I've known Darren since the early 90s, when we probably didn't like each other in those days. But he supported me so well when I was councillor in Wakefield Rural. His quirky and sometimes cheeky sense of humour has kept me going ever since. Darren is a hard-working councillor for his ward of Horbury and South Osset, and I know that he will work hard to support Josie during her mayoral year, raising awareness across the district of the good works that this council does. I'm honoured to second the nomination.
Are there any other nominations? All in favour, please show. That is carried.
I, Darren Byford, having been appointed to the office of Deputy Mayor of the City of Wakefield Metropolitan District, hereby declare that I will, upon office, will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties according to the best of my judgment and abilities. Thank you. He's enjoying this part of the Thank you, Madam Mayor, and colleagues, for bestowing on me the honour of becoming the Deputy Mayor of our district. I'm sure it will be a busy and enjoyable year, and I will do my best to support you throughout the city year.
Councillor Byford. Excuse me. Nobody's in my head. Ladies and gentlemen, please be standing whilst the Mayor and Deputy Mayor take the oath.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give standing for the round of applause for Mayor and Deputy Mayor.
Please be seated. The next business is the appointment of the mayoress. I would like to confirm that Councillor Melanie Jones will act as mayoress during my mayoral term of office, and should the need arise, I will also be supported by consorts of the occasion. The next item of business is the appointment of the Deputy Mayor's Consort, and I would advise that Mr. Peter Davies will act as Deputy Mayor's Consort for the mayoral year. If the need arises, the Deputy Mayor may also be supported by Deputy Consorts of the occasion. The next item is to receive such communications as I may decide to lay before the Council. May I begin by extending a very warm welcome to all our guests who are attending today's annual meeting at the Council. It is a pleasure to see you all, and I hope that I will have the opportunity to speak to as many of you as I can following the meeting. I would particularly like to extend a warm welcome to our civic guests and Deputy Lieutenant Catherine Winley and her guests in Salison Sutton, Paul Daly from West Yorkshire Parliamentary Service, and representatives of HMS Agamemnon and my predecessors in English Road. I would of course like to welcome and thank members of my family and friends who are here to share this special occasion with me today. I am pleased to inform Council that my chosen charity will be Andy's Man Club. I also hope to share some of the monies raised during the year with the charities. I am extremely pleased to be able to support such worthwhile charities during my city year. I hope that you will be able to support events during the municipal year, as the Mayor's Charity Fund will only succeed with your continued support. Agenda item 4 is to receive and confirm the minutes of the meeting of the Council held on 22nd of March 2023. Are these minutes moved?
Move the minutes, Madam Mayor.
Are those minutes seconded?
Second the minutes, Madam Mayor.
All in favour, please show. That is carried. Agenda item 5 is to receive disclosures by members of any interest that they may have in matters under consideration. Firstly, are there any disclosable peculiar interests to be declared? Next, are there any significant other interests or any non-disclosable interests to be declared? Thank you. Agenda item 6 is to receive apologies for absence. Colleagues, in advance of the meeting, apologies have been received from Councillors Ahmed, Akuyad, Glover, Haynes, Kitchen, Law, Nichols and Shire. Are there any other apologies to be noted? Thank you. Agenda item 7 is to consider a report of the executive leader setting out their decisions regarding the council's cabinet arrangements for the municipal year 23-24. Is this report moved?
Move the report, Madam Mayor.
Is the report seconded?
Second the report, Madam Mayor.
Council is asked to note the leader's cabinet arrangements are set out in the report. All in favour, please show. Any against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item 8 is a report to confirm the allocation of seats on council committees, appointments to those committees, as well as to confirm the appointment of representatives to the West Yorkshire Joint Authorities Committees and other joint bodies and the Local Government Association General Assembly 2023-24. Further details are contained within the supplementary information pack. Is the report moved?
Move the report, Madam Mayor.
Is the report seconded?
Second the report, Madam Mayor.
Are there any comments? Are there any questions in relation to the report? All in favour, please show. Any against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item 9 is a report of the Chief Legal Officer setting out changes to the Council's constitution and officer scheme of delegation. Is this report moved?
Move the report, Madam Mayor.
Are there any questions in relation to the report? Seconded. Is anybody seconded?
Seconded, Madam Mayor.
Are there any questions in relation to the report? Are there any comments? All in favour, please show. Any against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item 10 is to consider a report setting out the dates for ordinary council meetings throughout the municipal year, including the dates of the meetings set for this and the 2024 annual council meetings. Is the report moved?
Move the report, Madam Mayor.
Is the report seconded?
Second the report, Madam Mayor.
Are there any questions in relation to the report? Are there any comments? All in favour, please show. Any against? Any abstentions? That is carried. You're all right. Thank you, distinguished guests, visitors, ladies and gentlemen, for attending the 2023 annual meeting of Council. That concludes the formal business of the meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen.